Ladies and gentlemen, today I decided to do something unconventional. I'll be reading my short story, Detective Tony and the Mysterious Outhouse. Chapter 1, The Call. Tony Hansen is a detective working for Florida's Detective Agency, FDA. He has lived in Florida for his whole life. His passion for work is the love of bringing nasty criminals to light. Today, an ordinary Monday on the job led to a huge turn of events. When you received a call from a number not known to him, hello, this is the official Florida Detective Agency, Detective Tony speaking. Tony, said by routine. A gruff voice responded to him. Sir, Tony, my name's Douglas, and I live in the Orlando area. My problem deals with strange alien sightings near an outhouse down by the west coast, Douglas said in a weary tone. Tony took a second to respond as he sifted through what Douglas had proclaimed. Douglas, my personal phone number is 841-902-6678. I just created this at random. Please send me the street address of the outhouse so that way I can check it out. Okay, will do, Detective Tony. Tony placed the phone down. He was thinking about how the aliens dealt with something very suspicious, like a heist or something in that order. Tony grabbed his hat and walked out of his designated office. The building he worked at was huge, at 10 stories tall. On the way out, he alerted his chief. Special investigation. Chief Clark was very fascinated about the sightings of aliens. Wow, Tony, be sure to investigate these so-called aliens carefully. Will do, Chief Clark. I will make you proud as I always do, Tony answered, feeling pretty confident based on past results. Chief Clark smiled with pride and a bit of amusement. Sure you will, Chief Clark remarked. Tony entered his Tesla Model S fast car and checked his phone. Douglas had texted him the street location of the sighting. Oh man, it's getting pretty heated, guys. Tony has always been unique for his eyes, which are navy blue. His car is super sleek and fast. It sees from 2022. There's a lot of traffic near the west coast. This left Tony in a long, drawn-out wait. He began to doze off until suddenly the car started shaking. He looked around, bewildered as the ground was shaking, cracking. A massive quake. Chapter 2. Tony quickly realized that he was in an earthquake. Dang it, I was just trying to get to an outhouse. He was scared because his car was starting to tip over. The ground was submerging. Lord, please save me from this earthquake. Tony was praying for his life and others around him. The earthquake, by the miracle of God, suddenly stopped. The bad part was that Tony's car and many others were on their sides. Huge cracks in the ground spattered out geysers. Wait, groundwater geysers. When he awoke, his head throbbed because of the glass that was on his forehead from the window breaking. He began to pull out some of the shards from his forehead. He would need stitches very soon. A man suddenly opened Tony's driver's side door. He was very tall, with a he is very tall and has a huge beard covering the bottom half of his face. His eyes are blue and gray. It's like Earl Grey, basically. Filled with compassion. Sir, can you get out of the vehicle? Or do you need help? Tony unbuckled his seatbelt and tried to climb out. Grab my hand, please. Tony ordered. The man grabbed Tony's hands and pulled him out of the car. Damage was done to most of the road near surrounding. Tony and the stranger went out and saved a lot of people from were stuck in their cars. After Tony's shot was finished, he called an Uber to pick him up because his car was being towed. When Tony arrived at the correct street, he told the Uber driver to drop him off. Tony began to walk down the sidewalk and spotted the outhouse. Outhouse was larger than your average outhouse, appearing to be the same size as a two-car garage. The restroom had a women's stall. The outhouse situated next to a nice two-story Tudor-style home with a picket fence in front. This area didn't look suspicious at all to Tony. In fact, he wondered if Douglas was seeing things. Tony strolled over to the ordinary, oversized outhouse and turned the knob to the men's room. I don't know if I should continue on, guys. Probably. Alright. Chapter 3. From an alien's perspective. Guys, look, an odd man is walking toward our area. This exclamation echoed throughout their operation center as if alerting the walls themselves. So basically it echoes a lot. Screaming loud. Ben looked out the window. That Joseph, who exclaimed the warning, was also looking out. Oh, this is not good. We got to go to the bunker. Hurry. Ben was cautious of others. He knows what will happen when their secrets are discovered. It, it won't be pretty. It won't be pretty, especially for the government who has secrets also for them to expose, since they knew most of them. The boss named Sean spoke up. That detective ain't got nothing on us. Sean was a sly leader. All the money their gang of detectives stole was hidden carefully and a vault in Goa, India. Sean was in fact originally from that place of origin. His EU villain arc happened when his GPA went down in high school. It's because of his teacher's rude, and his teacher embarrassed him. Sean is now one of the biggest heist gang leaders in the entire world. In the meantime, Sean and his gang of thieves and heisters all sprinted toward the secret bunker that led to the east coast of Florida. Geography. Orlando. Um, yeah, I think Orlando's. No, it's on the west coast. I'm not very good with Florida. Okay. Their high-powered Honda electric train could go up to 400 miles per hour, which helped them get to the East Coast in a bit under 3 minutes. That's actually not that realistic. It would take them a little bit longer, like take them close to an hour. Well, Chapter 4. Caught unexpectedly. I know this video's long. Sean and his crew made it to the East Coast, specifically in Miami Bay. That makes sense. Where it is easy to smuggle goods into South Africa. Sean shouted, "Everyone head toward the boat!" A huge boat was located near land. The big hauler had no markings to show what company it was. Many of Sean's men, who were disguised as aliens, raised suitcases full of cash and jewelry for the unmarked boat. Ted, a man in his early 20s, was slacking behind. "Hurry up, Ted!" Sean shouted, rolling his eyes. He took Ted's load from him, and they both hurried toward the boat. It was running already because of the getaway sailor named Myron. Suddenly, though they heard shouts, "The FDA, Florida Detective Agency," Sean turned around, see the nosy detective and many police officers. Myron turned up the and the boat boosted away. They were off to South Africa, where they would continue their trip to reach Goa, India. Back at Miami Bay, Detective Tony and his huge group of around 30 cops hijacked the nearest speedboats. The boats they found were very swift. Sean's getaway boat was still quicker. After 2 hours of riding at top speed, Sean's boat was the first to make it to South Africa. Uh, the gang of heisters and thieves got into their situated supercars. They got supercars in South Africa. It's so unrealistic. It's so unrealistic. I don't know what I was thinking when I made this. Okay. Meanwhile, Detective Tony and his crew police officers arrived at South Africa. They quickly hijacked the fastest cars they could find in order to try to catch Sean and his crew. I'm kind of close to the end. Detective Tony was in a Ford Mustang GT from 2022. So like they know models. Wait, I'm trying. It should be a GT 500. Wait, he spotted the parking garage with Sean and his crew exiting. Tony immediately reported that he saw them come out of the nearest parking garage to the policeman. Tony was following close behind Sean's Porsche Taycan V8 from 2021 when Sean's front entire pops or front right, so the right side, so passenger side, entire pop. And his car begins to bounce. Tony ran into the Porsche hard. Next thing happened was very unexpected. A massive cascade of supercars crashing into the whole pile. Yeah. A minute later, the last and final supercar crashed. When he got out of his thing with managers and the policemen arrested all of the heisters and thieves. No one got away. They cleared out a total of $80 million worth of cash from the chunks of supercars for the vault and go they could not find. Their security agents couldn't find. Sean, do you have any last words or final words? We're being locked up 40 years. The South African news reporter Sean. I hate that teacher. He did this. Only felt good. But he solved another case. So did Sherlock. The end. Like and subscribe.